This week on the podcast, 2 days in Germany. I talked to German wrestler Bad Bones, Scottish wrestler Grado, British wrestler Doug Williams. Jesus, you get it. It was a very European vacation. Enjoy it.
This is the Art of Wrestling with professional wrestler Colt Cabana.
All right, how you doing? Come on in, sit down, relax. You're about to listen to the Art of Wrestling, a professional wrestling podcast. It's a live podcast. It's a personal journal. It's an entryway into the minds, the souls, the hearts, and the lives of the people involved in the world of professional wrestling. I am your host. My name is Colt Cabana. I'm an American, and I'm proud to be an American. Where at least I know I have a podcast every week, which makes me a traveler, makes me sleep deprived, then sleep heavy. I'm a friend of the Germans. That's a weird sentence. Most importantly, I am a professional wrestler, and I am sitting here live in my studio apartment in Chicago, Illinois. Before I go any further, this is a fan sport and listener support podcast supported by people just like you. I give it to you free of charge every single Thursday. ColtCabana.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts from. Couple great ways that you can support. Rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. Tell a friend, tweet it out. The best way that you can support, though, ColtMerch.com, digitalcolt.com, t-shirts, buttons, pictures, posters, DVDs, a children's book, and the brand new Micro Brawlers, Kurt Hawkins barely approved. It's all available. Good ways to support. ColtMerch.com, digitalcolt.com. Before I skip right past the merch and we talk about Germany, by the time this comes out, I will probably have posted it already, but I printed out 50 Colt Cabana towels, and I will be selling them at the StarCast. Come find me. They are pay what you want. All money goes to the Yellow Hammer Foundation. I won't get too crazy or political on here, but I do believe that men should not be telling women what to do with their bodies. Just like you should not be telling me what I should be doing with my wrestling. I do it, and then you can choose to like it or dislike it. Same with women and their vaginas. What a stance, huh? That's yellowhammerfund.org. If you can't get a towel, feel free to donate some money that way. All right, time for Germany. The usual plan. This one was great. Friday, had a 4 o'clock flight. That meant no rush to the airport, could get a workout in the morning, headed to the airport. I had 2 flights to catch because United doesn't go straight to Walpershofen. So sadly, I was on Star Alliance adjacent. That's an SAS flight. You don't care about this. Why am I even telling you? But I got on the flight, I flew there, and then I made it, and then I waited.
So a pretty long day of travel for me. Started off on a Friday in Chicago, 4 o'clock flight. Then I got to Stockholm, Sweden, which I've never been to, and I would like to. I wrestled in Malmo, Sweden once, a couple of years ago. But something about Stockholm seems very, besides the syndrome, seems very peaceful and fun. But I was just there for an hour layover, and now I've landed in Frankfurt, and I find myself at the Frankfurt airport. This is one of those scenarios where you walk out, and it's always kind of like wrestling roulette. Will somebody be there for you? Will somebody not be there for you? And nobody was here for me. So I'm just sitting outside. Luckily in 2019, we have phones and access. I remember doing this in like 2005 in Mexico once. And I just sat at the airport. I was just like, well, it's either someone grabs me eventually or I just sit in this airport forever. So I imagine someone will grab me eventually, and then we'll start it off. But I'm very tired. I imagine I'll take a nap. And it should be a fun start to a fun weekend in Germany. So I show up to the Frankfurt airport, and I thought it was just going to be me and a couple of, I don't even know, fans. Usually you just, it's
I think it's the usual.
Yeah, well, it's also like
person who meets you at the.
It's like wrestling travel roulette.
Who are you going to get? If you get anyone at all.
Right. Well, I talked about that. But Doug Williams joined me.
Yes, indeed.
What a delight.
Pleasant surprise.
It was a pleasant surprise.
It was. Yeah, we got to see each other eventually. Mm-hmm. I had a nice tour of the airport in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. That was a whole to do, but good to see you.
And yourself?
Now you know you're. What was it? Did you live in Germany?
When I was 13, I lived in here. I lived in Germany for 2 years, because my parents, or my stepdad and mum, moved over here for his job.
And now the sad thing is because I saw you on the poster.
Sure.
I was like, oh, I guess Doug's wrestling again? But you're not.
No, I'm not wrestling. Sorry. I spared you that.
Yeah.
I'm here, guest appearance. I still do appearances now and then, occasionally.
Yeah, tell everyone what happened.
I retired. I retired last year, 2018, in case you're listening to this 10 years in the future. I was going to retire I was thinking about retiring in 2018 anyway. And I did a whole storyline for Progress Wrestling in England, and I had a loser must retire match in September. Unfortunately, I lost that, so I was forced to retire. Oh. Anyway, so that was a happy coincidence, don't you think?
Tell me about, because here we are. You were wrestling in your 20s, so much high-profile stuff, and in your 30s, and in America, and you come to Boston in the original Ring of Honor, and like you probably knew this would come at a point, but now it's here.
It is, yeah, I know, and to be honest with you, if my body was, I say, in better shape, but I've got a few injuries really that are not going to go away. So I probably just kept carrying on, you know what I mean? But sometimes...
Sorry to cut you off, but you were probably on those Dixon tours where all those guys were like, right? Weren't a lot of those guys in their 50s? Like... When you were young?
When I started, yeah. Kind of average age of the guys were 50s then, because it's kind of you had the old guys hanging on from World of Sport still.
Who were some of the older guys that you would do?
Like Bob Barrett, Johnny Kidd. I'd wrestle, I don't know if you know John Elijah, the I don't know if you remember him. Oh, God, there's so many names. Not Steve Minelli, his dad, who's dead now, I can't remember his name. Neil Evans, who wrestled as Tom Thumb. But all those guys were still active, Steve Gray. That was the start of my, probably the start of my career, and good grounding as well,
So the nagging injuries where you were like, all right, maybe it's time.
Yeah, but they're nagging injuries like I need neck surgery.
Oh, those nagging
injuries. My whole left arm is numb, Yeah, I can't kneel down because my knees won't let me. It's those sort of injuries, yeah.
I was talking to Tommaso about that too, because I read something about where he was like feeling pins and needles in his arms and they were going asleep, and I was like, oh, that's starting to happen to me.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I would take a flight and I couldn't feel anything. I was like, oh, I still got 10 years with a neck then probably.
Yeah, he might have. I mean, it's when it becomes constant and when it becomes painful when you sleep.
He had a crazy neck surgery.
Oh, well, there you go, yeah. That's probably what I need.
And he was talking about it, and I was like, oh, no, do I need a crazy neck surgery?
Oh, we'll get it checked out sooner rather than later. I'm going to have neck surgery, but it's going to be 2-3 fused spurs.
Have you gotten MRIs and checked it out?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what's happening. It's just...
What's happening?
It's the NHS, isn't it? It's a waiting game, They
not for us.
No, not for you, but it is for me in the UK, It's free, but it takes time.
It cost me $8,000 to get physical therapy.
Well, there you go, you see, and you're fine for it, aren't you? You're great.
No, I'm not.
At the end of the day, if wrestling was still my full-time profession and I needed to have that surgery, I got it done quickly, but the NHS have priorities. I'd rather they sorted someone else out first who was nearly dying.
That's bullshit. I could read right through your eyes.
So maybe this year sometime, and then I'll be back. No, I won't. Don't worry.
So you've just been kind of bits and bobs around the scene, but you have a real life, huh?
Yeah, I have a real life too, I work for the government, for better or for worse.
And then what are we doing here in Germany?
I'm being a special guest general manager tonight, making an appearance, wave at the fans, make a few decisions. Might be in your favour if you're lucky, But I still do training seminars and that. I help out backstage at some shows, show the young guys what they should be doing correctly, hopefully.
And we'll see if they put it into place.
Well,
that's the question.
There's one thing for them to say yes, sir, and no, sir, but it's another thing for them to do, when they step in the ring, they get all excited.
Well, it's good to see you here in the motherland.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Hair Cabana. It means, yes, naturally, hair. Mr. Cabana.
Oh, I'm learning something.
You're learning something every day.
Oh, what did I learn today? I learned, hello, I am Colt. I thought was, hello, hello, hold on, Nish bin Cabana?
Ich bin
Cabana, but that was wrong.
Well, it's okay, but that's just like, I am Cabana.
Yeah. What's the proper one?
Ich heiße Cabana.
Ich heiße. And then I was ich heisering people. How was it?
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
My ich heiser was decent.
Yeah. Same with anything. Pronunciation comes with time, doesn't it?
Well, guten Tag to you.
Guten Tag.
Is that goodbye or hello?
That's good day.
Oh, yeah, good Tag.
Yeah.
Good Tag.
Auf Wiedersehen is goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen?
Auf Wiedersehen.
I remember from my first tour of Germany ever in 2004, I have a picture with me, Doug Williams, and Johnny Storm. And it's just a picture by a sign that says Ausfahrt. And at 24, I thought Ausfahrt was funny, so I took a picture of it. Guess what? 39, still saw the sign, still thought it was funny. There was nothing funny about this show. Actually, it was tons of funniness. I had a good time. I had some fun matches. I did some cool stuff. I also had a memory that I will never forget. These are the things that you do in wrestling. This is why it's documented. And here's Tom to kind of start it off for you.
Tom, whose car is this?
My car. This is a Pontiac Firebird from 1999, and this is a replica of Kid from Knight Rider.
And I'm going to be driving in it.
Yes, of course. We drive, we jump, we speak, and we protect the world.
Well, it helped me. I mean, I won a championship. The Manager of Champions Championship. This was all on day one. Point being is my entrance was in Kit from Knight Rider. Sadly, it couldn't get into the actual building, but it went right to the door next to it, which was kind of weird because I got out of the car and I don't think, only half the audience on that side saw, and I wanted this giant, I don't know, but whatever. It happened. It's on my Instagram and my Twitter. Feel free to go look at it. It's pretty awesome. And that's just something you just don't forget. The entrance in the Knight Rider car. Just kind of funny because my mom tells this story from Universal Studios in Florida when I was 4, when everybody was gathered around, and Kit, who I thought was talking right to me, said Merry Christmas, and I said, I'm Jewish. So the laughs were starting at a young age, folks, and the laughs still continue when you're in a locker room, hanging out, a bunch of foreigners in a foreign country, in a different locker room, and that's what's happening with 2 other friends. Carlito and Chris Masters.
Because they were so, I mean, you got the reaction you wanted because they laughed when you got down, but they were so excited when they went up to the top.
Yeah, but I'm willing to sacrifice that for not bumping.
Can I Sean Stasiak, you guys?
You should just do it without telling us that.
I don't know, but then I don't want to be the creep who's filming something. You can come over here so you can get it.
You're going to navigate it?
A little bit. Are you okay with being on this thing a little bit?
Who are we burying today?
Who do you want to bury?
I'm just kidding.
We're in Germany.
It's beautiful out here.
What's been your European vacation so far?
We did. Oh, you know what we did? We isolated Carlito's delts yesterday.
Yeah.
We isolated the fuck out of him.
Speaking of, this man is so jacked. Chris Masters, I'm not speaking of you, I'm speaking of Carlito, right?
I know, he's a fucking body guy now. Look at this.
I went to go watch his match.
Oh. It's hard to even look at him.
He's wrestling with a T-shirt on.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
well,
we had, in his defense, we did have a terrible meal last night.
That goes back to how's your European vacation. All I've been eating is crap the whole trip.
I don't give a fuck. You look amazing.
I don't know.
Why aren't you showing these people? They got to pay extra?
They gotta pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, things I gotta add extra.
He decided not to go full body. Yeah, and the
I got
crowd,
a tariff for
he
that.
needs to at least have over the 500 mark to take his shirt off, I think.
Holy fuck, dude. If I looked like you, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Take that fucking shirt off. Take it off right now.
It's a travesty. It's almost like it's an injustice to the people. I'm surprised they don't riot.
They want a refund, maybe.
Yeah.
No, that's what the T-shirt covers the not impressive parts.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
If you would have seen the dinner we had last night, you'd understand.
What'd you have?
I think we had a Nutella waffle. Let's start there. It was beautiful.
They love that over here.
Oh yeah, with some ice cream, 2 scoops of ice cream on the side.
Jesus.
And then before that, we had 3 servings of ribs and some chips, as they call them.
The promoter take you out?
Yeah. And then the night before, he took us out for a nice steak and chicken dinner. That one was actually good, really good, high class, fancy stuff.
Right?
We had healthy.
Yeah, it was chicken and steak.
But then we
Healthy, probably.
Probably.
We threw it all away last night.
You were here last week, Carlito?
I was in Denmark and in Hamburg.
I've never done Denmark. Is that cool?
No, it's expensive. We stopped at a gas station. I had a 22 euro hamburger.
Was it 22 euros?
No,
worth?
it was a gas station.
Jesus,
It was
that's
a
what
gas
you told me.
station. 22 euro
You never,
hamburger.
you should have learned this lesson from me. You never eat a hamburger or a wrap or a sandwich from a gas station. That's how I got food poisoning on my debut of Raw.
I don't mind the
night
food
before.
poisoning, but 22
No, you would
euro
mind,
for a
bro.
gas station for what? What is that in the States? About $6?
Okay, yeah, the price is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's-
$6? No, a shirt.
No, I mean like in a U.S. gas station burger.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, yeah.
In the
That's
U-
been.
If you spend $5 at a gas
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's
station,
excessive. Yeah, usually like $3.99 or something.
How'd you get sick the day before you debuted on national television?
Because I ate a turkey wrap from a gas station the day before, and then my stomach was rumbling later that night, and then the next morning it was over. Like, it was over. I couldn't even hold down a drop of water. It was coming out of both ends.
Could you see it on TV?
Yeah, I lost like 10 pounds by the time I debuted. I did, literally, because I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink, and
Vince just like, who is this guy?
Oh man, it was a terrible.
Who's
day.
this skinny fucker?
Yeah, it was like it was supposed to be an unveiling, and it was and then I ended up breaking Stevie's nose by accident. Oh yeah, it was a disaster.
Oh,
right from the jump. Jeez.
Were you in Denmark last week?
No, I went to the UK. I landed in London, and I worked for our buddy Ben over at Southside, and the little big man Harry.
His kid is basically running the promotion.
That's Harry. Yeah. He's 18 years old now. He's grown up, but
is he working?
No, he's not working. I'm surprised actually. But he's a good kid, man. He's funny. He just no-sells all the wrestlers and gives the finishes. And, sorry, I'm breaking kayfabe here, but he basically just tells everybody what to do. It's hilarious.
He guesses the finishes.
Yeah, he guesses, exactly.
And asks you to partake in them.
He guesses correctly the finishes.
And then you guys aren't on these shows tomorrow.
No, but you are. That's all they need is Colt.
Yeah.
I'm off to Paris.
Oh, you're in Paris. You're doing all the good spots.
I guess.
Denmark, Paris?
Yeah, Denmark, I guess, yeah.
I know.
Are you going to see the Eiffel Tower tomorrow?
I'll probably do the stereotypical foreigner take a picture of the Eiffel Tower thing, yeah.
Haven't you seen it before?
I have, but I'm starting this new...
Oh, yeah.
Everybody says I don't appreciate, we don't appreciate what we do, that we get to travel the world and whatever, so I'm trying to be more
the Eiffel Tower
sightseeingly.
Yeah, what'd you do in Denmark?
Nothing. Nothing.
Went to the gas station.
I did go sightseeing in Hamburg.
What'd you see?
Stuff in Hamburg. I don't know, like whatever they told me I was seeing.
Hamburger, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Did you have a $25 euro hamburger from Hamburg?
No, I had a big hamburger in Hamburg, but not a 22 euro. More like 14, I think.
Well, life on the road, gentlemen. Thanks for sharing the day with me here in Germany.
Yep. Till next time, brother.
Is there any great memories of this today in German wrestling? There was Carlito wrestling in a shirt.
Yeah.
Masters, I fell asleep while you were wrestling. That's no joke.
It was the easy. Oh yeah, you really were sleeping, but
I was sleeping. I had jet lag. I woke up and you were back already.
Yeah.
Easy one for you?
You didn't miss nothing. It was just beautiful and easy. And
I rode to the ring in Knight Rider.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
But you watched mine, so that probably was what started the sleepiness. That's what started to get him tired.
That would be the equivalent of the Dramamine that I did.
Yeah, that was a little.
Did you learn any German words to say goodbye?
Yep, Scheiße. Scheiße, and what was the other one?
How excited he was for Scheiße.
Thank you is Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Yep, and then...
Dankescheiße.
And yeah, Scheiße means shit, but I just love it. It's Scheiße.
Which also means Ausfahrt in a way, right? Was it exit? I think it was exit. I forgot already. Those two, that was it for them. Just one show. And for me too, I needed to go to bed though. As no joke, I was sleeping in the locker room. And then I got to my hotel about 11:30 and I woke up at 2:30 the very next day. I thought the show was at 7 on Sunday, but it was not. The show started at 4. I got there at about 3:30 and they were like, "We need you for something." And I was like, "It's 3.5 hours. Who cares?" And then I show up and they're like, "No, the show's right now." So I did my thing and I did the show. And on the show today, by today I mean Sunday, was a German wrestling friend. Last time he was on the podcast, we were in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, doing shots of Ready Whip. And we get right back into it, myself and Bad Bones.
I'm back on. I'm back on what?
My show.
Yeah, sure. Oh, do we have whipped cream?
I'm putting this thing in your mouth, and you don't even know. There's no whipped cream here.
See, that's why I'm not on.
There's a lot of German delicacies.
You mean German girls?
There's a couple back there. Last time you were on, we were in a hotel in America.
Yes.
And today, finally, I'm in your stomping grounds.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell me about where we are in the world? I have no clue. I've never heard of Wampershofen.
Me neither. It's Wolpers something. It's near Saarbrücken, that's what I heard. Because I flew into Frankfurt, which was like 2 hours away. And my flight had a delay for like over 2.5 hours or something like that. So, yeah, I'm on my way the whole day, actually.
So you don't even live close to here?
No. I live like in Bremen, which is like...
To me, it's all the same.
Yeah, 8 hours.
It would be an 8-hour drive?
It's 8 hours by train.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you don't even know how to pronounce Wampershofen.
It's
not called that.
It's Wolpershofen?
I don't know.
Let's say it's Wolpershofen.
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 You want to explain the arena for me or where we are?
It's for all the German fans. It's a Turnhalle. It's a schöne Turnhalle. How do you say Turnhalle? It's a gymnasium. No.
Oh yeah, gymnasium. Sure.
Would you call it that?
It's like a town hall. It's like a local.
It's a town hall. It's a gymnasium. It's very they like I like it more dark in the arenas when you come in like.
Well, you're a dark, sadistic man. So.
I am. How do you know that? Oh yeah, we shared a hotel room.
Yeah, and I'm looking at your outfit right now.
I don't even wear an outfit.
Well, you barely have any clothes. So sadly, I'm not even going to be able to see anything German. Just Wolpershofen.
You see me.
Yeah, you're the most German thing I get to experience.
Did you have a bratwurst?
I did.
You did?
I had a dog outside.
Oh, yeah.
The vendors are dogs.
Don't eat dogs. You're not Chinese.
Stop. That is so racist. You don't see me bringing up stuff.
Come on. For German, that was good.
That was good. The humor's right on.
Right on.
So don't shit on me.
Never.
You into that stuff?
No.
I don't know if that's a real answer.
No, seriously. Do you know 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah. I lasted like 7 seconds and I was about to like puke.
Not for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that your thing?
No, not at all.
Okay,
but
good,
I mean, you guys.
No, not maybe him, the guy over there.
Yeah. Probably more than likely.
Yeah.
Everybody else here in the locker room.
Absolutely.
Except you. You're more civilized.
I'm your friend.
Yeah.
So that
I wouldn't be friends with a man who's into Shizer play.
No.
All right. Everything else good?
Everything else is good.
Where else were you this weekend?
I was in Nottingham yesterday for WrestleGate Pro.
Wow.
That was pretty good.
During the big Pac and Adam Page debacle.
That's it.
Yes. 2019.
Yes.
A lot of politics being thrown out there.
I mean, the match happened.
Yeah, it did happen.
It did happen.
How was the match?
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good.
They're going to put it on YouTube or something.
I think so, yes.
Who'd you wrestle?
Car Noir. He's like...
an old-timey movie?
Yes. No, he's like cabaret and like... he has a face paint on and it's like dark stuff and like his whole like shine is his entrance.
That sounds like me and Grado.
Yes, that's why I love you guys.
Hopefully we can meet another time. Maybe this time back in America. We'll just trade back and forth.
Absolutely. I would love to. With some whipped cream. I will bring some.
Please. He's got that fetish. It's a whipped cream fetish, but it's a fetish. And he had just wrestled. That's why he was breathing so hard. I don't know why I was breathing so hard, just because I was probably eating too many bratwursts or schnitzels or whatever it is. We'll do some food talk. I don't mind. I got Melina here with me. She was also on tour. We'll talk touring and food.
Oh, yeah. Well, I find myself in Germany with another American lady. Hi, Melina.
It's me.
What are you doing here? You're in Europe.
I'm wrestling.
Yeah. Well, this show is we're kind of just recapping what our weekend was, what we're doing, what we're up to, how the show went.
Well, the shows are always amazing. But I come here for the to sightsee and to talk to the people and the interaction, and then share stories with the fans.
That's what we're doing right now.
That means so much to me.
Hold on. What did you see here in Wolpershofen?
Well, we went to a restaurant that was really good. Like, I've never done anything or like seen anything or eaten any food here in Germany.
I did
so
feel
everything is different. Okay, even the Burger King. So Burger King in the United States, Burger King in England, and then Burger King here. Even though it's a chain, it still tastes different.
I love how you're a connoisseur of Burger King.
Well, it's not. You know what? I wasn't until this year.
Like, I gotta try all the Burger Kings everywhere.
Well, haven't you ever been curious? Everybody always says it's all the same. I'm like, let's see if it's all the same.
So they were
so not.
They had like in America we have the merch table and the gimmick stand or whatever. They had the foods out here, and all the foods were good. Did you try any of the weird foods they had?
No, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I was like, I couldn't do it today.
At the show, you're
I didn't, because I was like, I need to put my gear on. I need to put the tights on. So
I've got a singlet. It just hides everything.
Oh, I gotta get me one.
And they had like each thing. I was like, what's this? They're like, that's a schmirschen.
I know. They were telling me there was some kind of meat that they were telling me you gotta go get it. It's free. Go get it. And I was like, yes, I'm gonna do it right now.
And it was called meat cheese.
What?
That was it. It was called meat cheese. That was like what they called it. And I was like, is there cheese in it? They're like, no. but we call it meat cheese. They go, but we call it meat cheese. But I don't know why.
I'm kind of scared what meat cheese is.
Yeah, it tastes like,
but as long as it tastes good, I guess that's all that matters. Don't tell me what it is.
It tasted like a baby hot dog.
Oh,
like for babies. For babies.
Those are good.
Not like the delicious like hot dog in a bun and like pigs in a blanket.
Those the little ones that come in those cans and jars.
Yes.
Those are so good.
Well,
the Vienna
this
sausages.
This is for you then.
Vienna sausages.
You could be eating all the fine cuisines of Germany.
I do, but I make a point in every country to eat food from there.
Well, I'm not an adventurous eater.
No, you gotta be.
I'll eat meats. I'll eat meats, but
try the weird things too.
I don't know. What's the weirdest thing you've eaten in a weird place?
Well, not in a weird place. Usually it was in my home. Like my dad's like, here's some cow brains. I'm like, what? I just ate cow brains? Yeah. But other than that, it's like, well, it's not really weird, I think.
They try to get me to eat horse in Japan.
No.
I will not. But it's so weird because I'll eat a cow. It makes no sense.
I ate kangaroo in Australia.
I ate kangaroo too. It tasted delicious.
And then we went and petted kangaroos.
I know, this is not.
I said, I'm sorry I did that to your cousin. I was like, oh,
I think we have the same wavelength because, like, it's delicious, but then I also feel like a real piece of shit for eating. Like, I wish I could be vegetarian, but it just tastes so good.
I know.
We're the same thing. All right, where else have you been in? So you said you're going to Ireland?
Yes.
Where else have you been on this vacation here? Are you living in England?
No, just in England, yeah.
So England, Germany, Ireland, and anywhere else before you go home?
No, then I go straight home.
And home is California?
Yes. And then afterwards, I go back to Maryland. So I go to Maryland, Baltimore, and then I go to Philadelphia. Then I go to Providence.
You're still traveling, doing it.
Yes. And
they should hit you up, right?
Yes.
Put it on your show.
I will. Yeah. Put me on your show, man. I love to go places. I like traveling. I want to visit people and eat your food. I said food. I said food.
Challenge accepted. Oh, good to see you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah. And the show does have to come to a conclusion. The wrestling show, that is. I lost my championship in a match versus Rene Dupree, amongst others. That is the sad part. Just champion for a day. But the great part was my partner, one of my partners, was the magical Grado. And we were in a car together with two German friends. And by German friends, I mean the promoter said, hey, can you guys take Colt and Grado back to the airport? Simon and Patrick, I remember their names. We called Patrick Super Crazy because he was wearing a super effing crazy hat, which I also laughed at. So whoever gave me shit for laughing at a Naomi shirt years ago, I also laughed at a super crazy hat. So shut up. All right. Grado and I in a car, closing the weekend.
Colt Cabana!
Do you want a beer too?
What's that?
Do you want
No beer for me.
He doesn't drink.
energy drink?
I don't drink.
He doesn't drink.
But
He
Grado.
doesn't even drink tea or coffee.
What's that?
He doesn't like Coke.
No, thank you.
You got Coke for me?
Of course.
You got Coke for me?
I mean,
That's a soda pop.
Fuck that now, you're fine.
We're here in the car. Where were we, Grado?
Yeah, in Germany, ich habe einen Bruder, eine Schwester.
What does that mean?
It means I have a brother and a sister. So, the only thing I know in German.
Oh, you said that on the microphone.
Yes, I did.
Did they love it?
When we were singing it, of course they loved it.
Is that what they were chanting the whole time?
No, there was something else they were chatting, but I don't remember.
You're drinking a beer
A beer mixed with cola.
in the car.
I'm drinking a beer in the car. Well, that's right, because you kind of did it in America. Remember when we done the road trip and I just casually bought like 10 beers for your car and you're like, what are you doing? You can't do that.
Hey guys, are you allowed to drink beer in the car in Germany?
in the car, not, but
Not the driver.
anywhere else.
Anywhere else?
Oh, I think it's a rule anywhere.
No, is it fuck? No, in Scotland it's no. No, it's fine in Scotland. You can drink when you're in the back seat of the motor.
Or maybe you're making up this rule.
I'm out at the now because I wanted my beer. Cabana.
So we got to tag finally. It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's good. Every time I team with you, it's always amazing. I love it.
I'll translate that. Every time I get to team with you, it's awesome. I love it. Ha 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 ha.
So that was it. Honestly, I did get a buzz.
Yeah, you weren't here yesterday because you were too busy promoting.
I've done my first ever show, promoted my first ever show yesterday in Glasgow Pavilion.
So I saw the poster. It looked like a poster straight out of 1986.
Exactly.
What was it called?
Grado's Big Family Wrestling Bash. What's the fun about that? What are you laughing at? Hey, 1,050 in attendance.
1,050 in attendance.
Aye.
How many foam fingers were sold?
There were a lot of foam fingers sold. 66 Grado hats, bad disappointed with that.
Did you do good at merch?
I've done all right.
And you wrestled Shaw. I hope you went over. It was your birthday bash.
Yeah, of course I went over. That was when I wrote out the card. I hadn't decided who was winning. The only thing that I wrote when I sent to the boys, when I sent the match list, I said, I don't know what's happening with every match. All I know is that I'm going over in the main event clean.
What'd you hit?
An R Grado didn't work. The wee boot didn't work. Then Shag, it was dead dramatic. It was brilliant, right? So I basically hit him with all my finishing manoeuvres. And
I'll translate. He hit him with all the finishing maneuvers.
Everything in my locker.
Everything in the locker?
Yeah. And then Shag grabbed the mic, right, and went. Shaw grabbed the mic.
Shaw grabbed the mic,
and he went, "You can't beat me." Oh, no, that's American. He went, "You can't beat me. You can't beat me. You're just like all these people in Glasgow. You're all losers. You can't beat." You know, he's selling to the ropes. I'm selling to the other rope. Dramatic as fuck. He just runs, charges at me, and I did my wee Les Kellett trip. Bang, bang, 1, 2, 3, biffed. Place went fucking nuts. Wow. You know that move that I do every match?
Yeah, but what I took away from that is, I don't know, you said boofed.
Biffed. Biffed, there you go, there's your dinner. Biffed, there's your dinner. 1, 2, 3, geese it.
Boofed, there's your dinner.
Biffed, there's your dinner.
That's what Mom used to say?
Who?
Mom, when she give you your dinner.
Biffed. No, she never said biffed. This is a kind of new term.
I don't know.
It's kind of new skills, I think, like...
It's a new term?
Aye. Biffed. Oh.
The cool kids?
Aye.
Okay. Also,
is Colt Cabana still cool?
No, I'm almost 40. I'm an uncle. I'm the cool wrestling uncle now.
No.
What about you? You still cool?
No, I don't think I'm. Somebody went and messaged me on Instagram the other day. You are no longer cool. And you know what I replied? I know.
It hurts right here, pointing to my heart.
I'm gonna go fuck.
But hey, let's talk about you being famous now.
Well, why?
You're on BBC One?
BBC Two, actually. Yeah.
BBC Two?
I'm on BBC One Scotland, but BBC Two nationwide with 2 doors down.
Holy shit.
Scott Squad won a BAFTA since the last time we spoke.
Scott Squad went up after?
We won a BAFTA, the BAFTA.
Oh, an award, a BAFTA award.
Right, yeah.
Congratulations. Right. Did you go to the awards night?
Fucking right, I did.
How cool did you look?
I brought a brand new suit. Did you see the suit that I put on myself the other week? Did you see it? No. You must have seen it.
No.
Shut up, man. I don't want to tell the viewers how much I paid, because I always believe that you always love the starving artist. Some wrestlers out there, they like to talk about how much they earn, and
there's a lot of wrestlers who talk about. Yes, it's very embarrassing when wrestlers. Very embarrassing.
See, when wrestlers start talking about how much they earned and stuff like that. Fuck off, man. Honestly.
We're not talking about Sami Callihan or David Starr tweeting back and forth, telling each other how much they make, are we?
Did they do that?
Yeah,
I don't follow them too.
I like them too.
No, I like them. Sami Callihan's brand new. David Starr had a good night with him in London, but I've never ever. Did they hate each other?
Just stop talking about how much you make.
Okay. Exactly.
It's embarrassing.
No. Have you ever done it?
No.
No, because I used to always ask you, how much did you earn? How much you got in the bank?
And I
always say, I asked you today. I went, I'm not going to ask what I asked you, but I went.
I'm fine.
I don't. But you can't tell you. I can't tell you how much I spent on the suit, because people will just think I'm a fucking mark. I just spilled the fucking beer, but don't let the driver know, because he'll go off his nut. I've just spilled it fucking everywhere.
He doesn't want to let the driver know that he spilled his beer.
Fucking everywhere. It's in my eye. Look at me right now. Look, it's in everywhere, isn't it?
All right. Well, we're driving to the airport where you will fly back to Scotland, where I will be all of August in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. So if you are in Scotland, come see me and John Hastings. And one of those nights, we're going to get Grado to come up and do the show with us.
I don't think I've done it in the last 2 years, have I?
Can I invite you? Will you do it?
100% I will.
He says it now. We'll see if we'll do it later.
No, I won't.
And I'm going to fly back to Chicago.
And Chicago, Illinois. You know, everywhere I go, when I wrestle in America or whatever, there's always somebody who goes, hey, do your Colt Cabana impression.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this week's podcast is brought to you in part by Hulu Plus. Go to Twillery.com. Thanks.
What's the code?
You got to use a code. Use a Colt.
And sadly, no sponsors on the podcast this week, but I think next week we'll have a nice one from Blue Chew. You could use that code Colt. Of course, Twillery, they'll give you some shirts. They bought some more ads. Thanks for Whoever's buying the Twillery shirts, I'm wearing mine. Use the code COLT there. But I think the most plugs will come during the section called Plugs and
Upcoming Events.
All right, the best way that you can support ColtMerch.com, digitalcolt.com, Twitter and Instagram at Colt Cabana, Facebook /Colt Cabana, my storytelling podcast, Pro Wrestling Fringe, plus past archives of the show, old and new, ad-free on StitcherPremium.com/Colt. Use the code COLT, get a free month. ColtWrestling@gmail.com is my very public email. Maybe you're a promoter, want to put me on your upcoming show or convention. I also have a YouTube channel. I also have a website, ColtCabana.com. That's where you can find my P.O. box. Upcoming this weekend, Las Vegas, Nevada. An eat and greet. I'll be doing a meet and greet. I also have my own table. I'll be selling stuff, including those towels, pay what you want, and a live podcast starring the Young Bucks, Joey Janela, and others starting at 7:50 p.m. Starcast.com for all that information. Friday, May 31st, San Antonio, Texas, RiverCityWrestling.net. Saturday and Sunday, June 1st and 2nd, Seattle and Portland, ROHWrestling.com. I'll be wrestling in Portland. Wednesday, June 5th, St. Paul, Minnesota, in a Jewish temple. Facebook, First Wrestling. Friday, June 7th, Denver, Colorado, LuchaLibreLabs.com. Friday and Saturday, June 14th and 15th, Cleveland, Ohio, AIWrestling.com. Wednesday, June 19th, Worcester, Mass, BeyondWrestlingOnline.com. Thursday, June 20th, Brooklyn, New York, WrestlingOutlaws.net. Saturday, June 22nd, New Orleans, Louisiana, WildcatWrestling.com. Sunday, June 23rd, Austin, Texas, WrestlingCircus.com. Friday and Saturday, June 28th and 29th, Baltimore and Philly, ROHWrestling.com. Sunday, June 30th, Hamilton, Canada, Alpha-1Wrestling.com. And August 2nd through the 26th, every single night at 11 p.m. in Edinburgh, Scotland. Go to thefringe.com to buy very cheap tickets and see our comedy show at The Fringe. Intro music is by the Ukulele Teacher on YouTube. Outro music by Superfun Yeah Yeah Rocket Ship. Podcast cover art and design by Jimmy Lee. Photo by James Musselwhite. Thanks to Doug Williams, Carlito, Chris Masters, Bad Bones, Melina, and of course Grado for coming on the show. Thanks to our sponsors, highspots.com and the High Spots Network, an amazing VOD service. Brand new $5 wrestlings. We're about to film some more. PWGs, Best Friends, AMA knee pads, Kevin Steen Show, gear, masks, even a wrestling ring. And OneHourTees.com. They help run ProWrestlingTees.com. I have a site there, ProWrestlingTees.com/Colt Cabana. All right, about to get on a flight towards Las Vegas, Nevada. It's probably going to be a wild, wild weekend. I can't wait to celebrate pro wrestling with everybody. Until then, this has been The Art of Wrestling. For Colt Cabana, I'm Colt Cabana. Thanks.
So, Colt, here's a question for you, right? You go back to Chicago tomorrow, right? And then you wake up and you fucking go like this. That's it, I've had enough, I'm going to shoot cunts. So you get a gun and you shoot 40 people and you get put in death row. You're on death row for fucking 7 years. The wee guy comes round at your jail and says, right, Colt, you're dying next week. What's your final meal? What do you order?
So, Grado's favorite.
Don't say a fucking Subway.
So Grado's favorite question is, what's your favorite meal? But now that he's a podcaster, he's learned how to like spice it up and say that I've shot cunts and he made a whole story about me going to death row. But it all finished with also, what is my favorite meal?